This is the moment that you all have been unknowingly waiting for. It is time! Wow, I'm gonna have to burp from that. It is time for the infamous New York vlog. It was honestly the craziest fucking trip of my life. And so I'm so excited to finally be able to narrate it for you guys and actually mold together all of the clips and photos that I have from this trip, because if I just showed you a sprig of clips and photos, you would not understand the fucking turmoil and actual psychosis this trip was. One of the best trips I've ever been on, though. I will say that. If you are interested, please make sure you stay to the end of the video. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Jacob. I am an actor and content creator. Oof, there's that fucking burp I was talking about. And I'm 22 years old. So, like and subscribe before we even get there, because why the fuck not? You know, if you don't, it's a little homophobic on your part. Anywho, without further ado, let's get into this bitch. I went to New York with my friends. There was 6 of us in total. We went in June. I am aware that it is January.
Fucking zip it, okay?
We get to the airport, like, kind of just in time. It's a red eye, which for those of you who don't know, that means that your body's gonna fucking hate you once you land, and God for fucking bid it has a different time zone because your body will hate you even more for that. Ugh. Never do a red eye. Every time I fly, I feel like I always do a red eye, and I always forget how much I regret it once I land. We had a red eye, and so we're going fucking bonkers. Bonkers in the brain. Luckily for me though, I was planning on sleeping on the plane, right? Red eye, it's already midnight, might as well take a nap. And so I paid to upgrade my seat so that I would have the leg room in the first row of, like, I don't know, not first class. So I had all this fucking leg room, and I kid you not, I was target number 1 for anyone who was above the height of 6 foot. He looked like the homophobic dog. I fucking paid for it because I wanted to be comfortable to sleep. Joke's on fucking me, karma's on me. I did not get a minute of shut-eye. And because I planned fully on sleeping, I did not save any music playlists, any movies, any TV shows. I was sitting in the fucking air, unable to do anything but just sit in the fucking air. Good thing I had leg space though. Besides the flight being terrible, we finally land, and the security guard tells us, like, hey, if you want a cheaper Uber, you can go to the airport across the street. It's a lot smaller, and so it's a lot cheaper if you just, like, get picked up there instead of getting picked up here. And we're like, oh my god, sick, thank you so much for telling us. It is the way that this airport was the most hallucinogenic option of airport design. Like, there was a massive twister on the wall. The entire thing looked like you were transported into the 50s. Like, that's actually a gorgeous airport. For being awake for 24 hours, wasn't cute. We ate breakfast at the airport. My stomach wasn't feeling too hot, and so I ate a fruit bowl, just like something light to, like, fill me up, but not whatever. Then the Uber comes. The Uber can't fit all of our luggage and us. The luggage is sitting in the front seat, and there's 4 of us in the back cramped together. We're literally sitting like this in the back of, like, a Nissan Altima. Hot, sweaty, uncomfortable, and the car ride is like an hour long. And then we get to the hotel. The way that this hotel works, it's a bunch of people who host through Airbnbs that are renting and, like, owning the rooms from the hotel. And so if you want to check in, you can't go to the front desk. You have to call your Airbnb person, who will call the front desk people, who will then let you in. And so therefore, if you had any questions about the hotel, is there this? What do we do with this? That front desk person?
I don't fucking know, dude. You're gonna have to ask him. I'll play it, though.
What I would do to be paid! To sit at a fucking desk and point fingers and say, don't ask me, that's not my job. What is your job, Brittany? What are you getting paid to do? It's not to help us. Ugh. I had have beef with the front desk people. Point is, we couldn't make contact with our Airbnb host. So we sat in that fucking crowded ass lobby for about 45 minutes before we could finally make contact. And then when we do, we're able to drop our bags off in the room. But like really all that we wanted was to shower. We actually ended up making a viral fucking TikTok, which none of us expected or fucking knew about, but...
Unemployed, hungry, dirty, sad.
When life gives you lemons! Anywhoozin, we finally get into our hotel, and when I tell you, the layout was bed, 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 smallest bathroom in the world, tiny kitchen. And there were 6 of us. Granted, 2 of our friends had to leave a day later. It was just 4 of us at the time being, so it was like nice to get adjusted to the small space with not all 6 of us. Fucking leads me to my next point. I wasn't feeling too hot, and so I suggested that while some of us get ready to shower, some of us go to the coffee shop across the street and get coffee for everyone. I still wasn't feeling too hot. And so I'm thinking maybe I just need to eat. We go to dinner. We go to specifically BCD, a Korean tofu soup house. And when I tell you I've been wanting to go to BCD for like 2 years at this point. I get there and my stomach hurts so much that I cannot eat. And then we decided to go to a speakeasy bar after, had some lovely drinks, a cute little environment, fancy fucking drinks. It was gorgeous. We want dessert. We go to a mochi donut place. The lady working there is a fucking angel. Sent from the universe to us. Gives us a free extra mochi donut. Loves it. Go back home. We're thinking, you know what? Let's just get some rest. Good night to day 1. Good morning to day 2. I still felt like shit. And now I'm like, God damn it. Let's go get coffee. We go get coffee. And I think I even ate a muffin or something at the coffee shop. I don't remember. We really tried to like plan out our trips. And so day 2 was gonna be our walking around the city, getting our Metro cards, doing a big thrifting day. Like that was the entire theme of it. We do exactly that.
The ship in mine. Bitch, I'm in the 212 with the 5th top niggas, the 212 fucking.
But while we're thrifting, I still feel like shit. Like, I'm feeling progressively worse. And then, while I was sitting there, it dawned on me. Maybe I just have to shit. I don't know if many of you know about the Starbucks Reserve. It is so cunty. The bathrooms were downstairs, and it was the nicest fucking bathroom I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, well, I'm about to fucking drop a shit in it. But we're all taking our time, like, really trying to shit. And we hear people outside, like, yeah, all the bathrooms are full right now, so we're just waiting for, like, someone to open the stall. And mind you, there's, like, 15 stalls. Like, the bathroom is huge. I was shit-shamed out of getting the poop that I deserved. I did make an iconic TikTok there, though, so...
Look at me, you looking? My taste good, but I just had to redirect my cooking.
We go to Chelsea Market, we walk around. I think they got this place called Very Fresh Noodles. So fucking cunt. I got that last time I went to New York, and so I was thinking, let's get tomato soup and grilled cheese. Like, that is the perfect I don't feel good meal. And all of us still kind of felt like shit, and so we were like, let's get a green juice. That night was the night that 2 of our other friends landed, and so now all 6 of us were at the Airbnb, and we were all there together. And then I realized that I don't feel good because I have 102-degree fever. Guess who did the correct thing and said, it's okay? And then that night, I was trying to sleep, and they come back, and 2 of my friends, you know who you are! They would not shut up. No matter how many times someone else would say, hey, quiet down, Jacob's sleeping. Hey, shut up. They just couldn't zip it. They were so drunk that they couldn't zip it. Oh, it pissed me off. Day 3. I did absolutely nothing. I decided that it would be better if I just stayed at the Airbnb. And also, mind you, at this time, I got a sty on my eye. Like maybe 2 weeks before, and it was just starting to heal. But in certain lighting and instances, I looked crazy. I was ready to go out and about, and I was feeling so much better about day 4. I don't know where in New York we are for any of this. I wish I could remember. It was like 7 months ago. I don't want to fucking hear it, okay? Anywho's in. We take the metro. We go to get breakfast. We're there. My friend is sick. She goes to the Ross next door. Hurls it up. As she's coming out, she's like, I think I know who that is. Comes to our table. Starts chit-chatting. You know, when I came out of that Ross, I swear to God I saw Dominic Fike, but it must have just been someone that looked like him. No, it was Dominic Fike. Dominic Fike, at the time, was staying at a hotel in the city that we were in. He was at the hotel in between the Ross and where we were having breakfast. I have to fart. So after breakfast, we go to Central Park. They want to ride bikes. I'm still recovering from being sick, and so I'm like, you know what? I'll walk around the park. They ride bikes for like 30 minutes. And so they rode the bike around, met me at where I was, and then said, we're gonna take the bikes back. We'll walk back and meet you there. That they did not. They put the bikes back, then said, we're gonna go get lunch. 20 minutes goes by. Just kidding, we're gonna get lunch here. 20 minutes goes by. Just kidding, we're gonna go back to the first place. 20 minutes goes by. Just kidding, we're all splitting up and we'll meet you back over there. When I say that I waited on that park bench for 2 hours, that is not an exaggeration. And then, when they finally join me, they all want to do what I just did. It was June. It was so hot. I was just sweaty sitting on this fucking bench. Anywho, after all of that, we decide we're going back home. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna go to a speakeasy. We're gonna bar hop, club hop. We're gonna do the damn thing. We go to the first speakeasy. The clientele that was with us, definitely odd, is what I will say. It was weird. When we were leaving, the owner of the speakeasy runs up to me and is like genuinely apologizing. The people in here are so weird tonight. It's usually not like this. Please come back. So I don't know who the owner thought I was, but I'm not who she thought I was. Because I don't think I deserved an apology. We go to a different bar. Hop to this club slash rooftop slash bar place. My notes literally say, hopped to this club slash rooftop slash bar slash place, question mark. In my notes, I also wrote, I don't know. We walked by and someone said we should go. I hope my job is to never write talking points for people. Rise and shine, all of my girls, gays, and theys, because it was Pride in New York, baby. We did not know we were going for Pride weekend, but it was Pride Mama. One of our friends that was going, super gay. Frankie fucking Grande is jealous at how gay our friend is. He wants to go to Pride, and so we're all like, yeah, let's go to fucking Pride, let's go. Turns out, Pride is 200 feet to the right outside of our apartment. We are quite literally in Pride. The crowd is around our hotel, and so we're like, oh shit, piece of fucking cake, hello. We walk down the street, watch all the floats, wave hi to all the gays and lesbians, do a little honk honk, do a little toot toot, do a little whoop whoop. Safe to say, after an hour, we all got bored of hearing Rain on Me. So we left to Soho to get like as far out of it. Gorge. We eat lunch. We're quite literally in the fucking shopping capital of New York. I'm not sure if that's true, but I'm fucking saying it, babes. So we shopped for a little bit. We went to the cutest little stores, and by stores I mean we went to Aritzia for 2 hours. We left Aritzia, we went to this place called Think Coffee. I go up and I say, can I get a matcha? The guy says, I'm sorry, we're out of matcha. So then I get a coffee. My friend comes up right after me, says, can I get a coffee? He says, we're out, we have matcha. While we're sitting there trying to figure it out, like just laughing about it, because we're like, what the fuck? The lights turn off. Instead of saying we're closing soon or whatever, they just turn the lights off. And now we're sitting in the dark. Think Coffee in Soho. If you're the manager of this establishment and you were the manager in June, you need to have a board meeting because this is getting out of hand. I don't know what this is.
Then you'll say, we're not talking about this or this.
We were just walking around the entire fucking city, taking pictures, taking videos, trying shit on, buying shit that we didn't need, shit that wasn't gonna fit in our luggage. We were doing it. Why? We go back to the apartment, we get ready, we're gonna have a nice little dinner. I think we all pre-gamed the dinner, if I remember correctly, because we get to this Italian restaurant and I am 3 sheets to the fucking wind. We order all of our food. The food comes, we eat all of the food, and then they tell us that it's cash only. No signs. There's no signs anywhere in this fucking building that say that it's cash only. But after we've eaten, they mention it's cash only. None of us have $200 in cash. And so we're all sitting there like, well, are we all gonna put on some gloves and start washing dishes, or what the fuck? There's this waiter that we had who was flirting with quite possibly everyone. Like, this is the definition of a man whore. Point is, he gives us the option to just Zelle him, and then he'll put in the cash later. It was the weirdest fucking way to pay for a dinner, but like, oh, not again. We finish the Italian dinner and we're like, you know what? We get drunk on the streets, we try to go into this bar. It was kind of mid as fuck until we said, let's go somewhere else. It was also mid as fuck until we tried to go somewhere else. When we first stayed in New York, we stayed in Greenwich Village, me and my friend, and the apartment that we were Airbnb-ing was above the Cock. But we were 20, and so we couldn't get into the Cock. But we wanted to so bad. And so when we saw the Cock, we were like, we have to go. We have to try. And right as we're about to go in, the bouncer stops us and says, not only is there a cash entrance fee, but points at my female friends and says, I don't think they're gonna like it here. And we're like, why? He opens the door for a little bit. Like, you can just peek inside and look. It's safe to say we understand why the bar is called the Cock. There was a lot of it. And then on top of it, as he's opening the door, there's this girl that walks out. But she's like, stop, get away from me, don't touch me, please, stop, stop, I don't want anything to do with you. Like, talking to this man that's following her. And me and all my friends are like, going out that night, big flop. Because by the time that we left the Cock, it was like 1, and things were gonna start closing at like 2 or 3, and we were tired, and we were mainly doing a lot of like walking and traveling between clubs instead of actually staying inside of them. It's pouring fucking rain. And this was the day that we were supposed to leave the Airbnb, go to LAX, and go home. I've never seen rain like this. I've never seen rain like this.
I don't know how else to say it.
I've never seen rain like this. We all had separate flights. The one friend that left early is texting us like, guys, the rain's really bad. Her flight gets canceled because this isn't just rain, it's a hurricane. And mind you, me and all my friends are sitting inside of this bagel shop, just like editing footage, going through digital photos. We're doing a bunch of content creation shit inside of this bagel shop, and she is texting us panicking. And now, like, we're not only scared for her, but scared for us, because we're like, fuck, we have a flight in like 5 hours. Like, what's gonna happen with our flight? My 2 other friends, we all had separate flights. Both their flights canceled. They're stuck in the fucking Bronx. My flight, we're sitting on this tarmac for, I kid you not, 4 hours. We're sitting there and the pilot keeps, like, leaving these cryptic messages.
Party. Everybody's in the same boat. Nobody's getting out. And told us to shut down our engines so we can conserve our gas. And probably still closed. And there's no plan in the foreseeable future to open them. We are required at this point to return to the gate due to Department of Transportation ground delay program. We can only have you away from the gate for a maximum of 3 hours.
And right as we're about to board, he says, just kidding, we're able to fly. And so I was the only person out of all 4 of us that was actually able to fly where they were supposed to. I did not feel fucking safe. If 3 of my friends' flights got canceled, what makes you think that this flight is fine? Clearly it is, because we're here 7 months later, thank fucking God. I hope you guys enjoyed this little narration, vlog, whatever the fuck you want to call it, my New York trip, as much as I loved retelling it. So make sure that you give it a like, comment what you want to see in the next weeks, subscribe to the channel if you love the boy. Thank you so much. I will see you guys. Bye-bye. Literally, thank God that's over. I have been talking for like an lower. Oh, back pain is real. Fuck off. Whew. Y'all better like and subscribe, bitch. Because I can't do this no more.